Hello friends and hello student. My name is Ashok Sejala. In this session, we learn the dynamic tree view in ASP.NET with C#. So first I share my laptop screen and fix the position here so you can watch better my video lecture. And here Microsoft Visual Studio Express 2012 for web edition open and rich demo. One website folder is already open. In file menu, we can take as a new web form file, and here C# web form file is there, and here we can give the new file name, and that we can say that dynamic tree view. Yes, that is dynamic tree view. So we can add press button and now give the HTML in head as a title of the page, and that we can say that dynamic tree view. Yes, and now division tag we can take as a panel container control, and that even run at server side. And grouping tags we can say that dynamic tree view control. Yes, and background color that we can give the aqua shine color is there. And now we can take as tree view control, but here we cannot assign any child node, so all we can take as a dynamically. So that is our goal. So that is now our designing look, just only one control, and that is a tree view. So we can take as a tree view, but we cannot provide as a, there are two techniques. You can go in the span button and you can take as a, in my previous video lecture here we can edit node, and that also you can type, yes, here add, that is button, and that first is root node and then parent on then children's. So root, parent and leaf, we can say that if any node know any child, that is called the leaf node, and root is a first node. So we can not static but take as a dynamically. So how we can take as a dynamically? So first here no any button, so we can go in the code behind file, and in page load we have to take as tree node, that is a class, and that we can give the tn, and then we can take as memory location and two parameterized constructor. So first we can take as a bachelor degree. So bachelor degree, so first we can take as a just bachelor, and then that is, you can see here there are two parameter, so text and then value. So like we can design in the design part, we can same as a process, we can pass the text and value. So that is a, we can say that bachelor. Yes, and save, and then TV, that is our ID in TreeView, and nodes that we can add method is there. So we can pass as tn. So first node is created, and now I can copy and paste two times. So second, that is master, you can take as a master degree. So yes, here master, and now that third one node, that is a all are root and other. So other we can take, and now we can take as a child parents node. So first we can yes, I copy and paste only one pair, and here we can provide the BCA. Yes, here also we can take as a BCA, and now we cannot add it directly to root node, but we can take first as a, that is our design, and we can find that tree view, and then find a node, yes, that property, and first we can find, that is find means our which node you have to insert, so we can say that name, so bachelor, and that we can take as child, so child node. Yes, and then we can add method is there. So now we can add as a children, so that is a parent and that tn. So now that same process, yes, so we can take as a three sub uh, node of the bachelor degree. So first is a BCA, then second one is BBA. Yes, and the text and value both are same. And third one we can take as a BCom. So yes, let us take so BCom, and here not we can provide as dot. So yes, and we can add as a parents, and that we can also take as a sub child. So bachelor under there are three BCA, BCom, and BCA. We can take some I copy and paste to here. Okay, so next we have to take as a semester, sem 5, and also sem 5, and then we can add as a under the BCA. So that is under sem 5 under the BCA, and also I copy and paste. So sem, now here I give the 6. So 5 and 6 sem we can take. And now that is leaf node. Now we can start. So first I can copy and paste. And that is we can take as a 3 subject. So J2EE in semester 5 in BCA. So J2EE, then here we can include as sem 5. So yes, not capital, S only capital. Yes, and now I can copy this off and paste 2 times. So we can change the subject J2EE, and we can say that ASP.NET. Here we can learn as the ASP.NET, and last one is SEO. So WST, yes, WST and SEO, and that is same text and its value to parameterize constructor call. So WST and SEO, and that is same including, and then I copy all that part, copy and paste. So now last that is add, and here we can give the same 6 subject. So here first is Android. Yes, in semester 6, that is an Android in BCS. So here we can change as a semester 6, not 5. And second one, we can say that DW, data warehouse, that is SQL, but we can just DW, and semester 6. And last one is a Python. So yes, the text and value we can provide the same Python. Yes, and semester 6. So yes, now first our BCA is completed. So that is a leaf all 3 subject in 5 and 6 semester. Now I can copy this all part as copy and paste to here. We can master degree. So here we can take as MCA. So MCA, yes, MCA, and that we can take as not bachelor but master, that child, or, and here we can say that MBA and BBA too after master degree MBA. So that is also in master under, so master, yes, and last MCom, not so com I can remove, and M, and that is also in master degree. Okay, so that is saved, and then I copy only one pair, copy and paste, and we can take as other. So that is a PhD. So PhD, and that is other. So last that is our, and I copy and paste now, and other we can next MPhil. Yes, same, and that is yes MPhil, M also capital and other, and last that is a net oblique slat, net oblique slat, and that is other. So all are that is a dynamically we can create. So let us take first I can run, I save, and that is page load we have to define. So yes, here I think in design part we can go, but that is a design time not appear because that is a dynamic. So we can run this page and let us check that created or not. So yes, in page load we have to define. So there are three root, bachelor degree, master, and other, and then bachelor we can take three sub, that is parent, and then leaf is a 5 and 6 semester is a, yes, here is a form authentication. In my previous video lecture I take the form authentication. So here we can request as a dynamically tree view, but here that is run directly. You can look here, that is a give the dynamically tree view we can run, and that percentage 2f and return URL. So we can username password correct. So here yes, that directly because we can save. So Ram and that username I login, and then our previously request is grant. So that is a form authentication. So if you not watch my YouTube channel, this video form authentication in ASP.NET, that is a part of the security. So you can watch that now our page is grant. So that is running, and for checking that in database, so that taking time. Yes, now that open. So look here, bachelor degree, BCA, then SEM 5, there are three subjects, semester 6, there are three subjects, BBA we cannot include, that is a just we can say that leaf, BCom, master, there are three other. So here we can take as two branch. Uh, so now I think perfect. And yes, here one problem is that I can click. So that is taking other here already three and now include all sub child. Okay, now so there is a problem. So anywhere we can click that second time all the that is a dynamically. So I click anywhere. So that is a include again. That is a, so what is a solution? So that is a post back into the server side. So every node that is a all you can see here that is a triple time means whenever we can click that one pair of all that leaf and parent and all are included. So here you can look, so there are MCA, MBA, BCom, that again, then again. So whenever, when any number of time we can click that time including. So what is a solution of this is a one type we can take, not error, but that logically we can control that is disturb to all our tree as a dynamically. So yes, so now we can close and let us check. We can take as a coding some condition, so that not apply to again and again to include the same that list in again. So that is if condition. Yes, here very simple we can take as a not logical not sign and is post back. Yes, that is a property of page class and that return as a boolean bool value. So we can use as a if condition directly, and that is any code you can post back in the server side only one time you can write in this if condition. So here we can write this all code as a one time in server side post backing. Otherwise, every time we can click that is a post back and regenerated tree view all control node as again. So that is a not so only required to only one time that our tree created. Otherwise, all time we can click and that generate means regenerated. So that is a solution. So is post back here not means that first time is a true. So that is a false, and that means false to true, true to false. So first time not we can create it. So that is a false, but that not. So that is true. So one time is post baking server side, and other time that is a true initialize our tree node one time, but that is not, so that is false and that is not regenerated. So let us check. I now run and that perfectly work or not. So we can run just first stop debug and then running. So yes, now that page is run, and this simple if condition we can maintain to only one time. So any code like connection string or any other data you can post taking like combo drop down list box, you can insert only one time your list. So you can also give that under the is post back property of page class. So here form authentication, yes, now that perfectly, and now I can click. So look, now that not post backing, so that is not effect. So that is a perfectly our requirement. So only one time our tree view is generated. So that is our requirement. So there are three main root. Then here bachelor, that is a parent, and that is also we can say that parent, and then leaf intermediate node, and then that is leaf. Leaf means there is no any child. So now what to do? So whenever we can click, so all the detail of selected node is printed. So we can go, yes, that very important condition we can take not regenerate only one time post backing to all the tree or listing server side. So yes, I go in design and double click. So yes, first stop debug, and now I click. So select node, that change event is appear, and we can first yes, here no any condition directly response dot write, and you can take one message in bold. So b tag selected node details, yes, and I close the b tag, and now we can take again response dot write and use some property and take as a br tag. So node first text selected node text we have to print, so text and value. So that is we can say that selected node. So that is a selected node, yes, selected tv is our id of tree view node, and selected node, that is text, that property. And then I copy and paste number of times. So we can after use the text, then we can take as a value. So here we can take as a value. So yes, here just change the property to value, and now we can take as a value node value path. So here we can take as a value path, or here you can also provide the value path, and then selected or not node is selected. So that is a true or false. So selected, yes, here that property. And now expand or not. So expanded or not. So that is expand. So we can print. So yes, expanded. That is property. That is method is also, but here we can use property. And now that is a number of children. So here we can say that number of child node. So here we can also select the child node dot count. So yes, count is property. So how many children is there we can print. So now we can also child node, that text also we can print using for loop. So yes, I equal to 0, then I less than TreeView dot selected nodes of child dot count can already use, and I plus plus. So that number of time that for loop is repeat, and we can print every child that text. Here we can also provide the uh, new line, break the line, br tag of HTML, and now we can child node text. So that we can also print as a text. So how we can print? So yes, here we can directly, that is child node. So text view dot selected node dot childs, that is a one-dimensional array. So we can pass as a I and then text property. So yes, that perfectly. So here we can text value, value path, selected, expand, and then child node count, and then number of how many count, and that all child, that is a text, we can also print. And here our dynamically in page load event, we can expand that by that I think already expanded, but here one method is expand all. So that is a all full, means every node is a expanded. So that is a method. And now let us check. I run this page. So again, that is a form authentication. We can pass the process because that is a security. And here we can use and see the dynamically tree view. We can request as a dynamically tree view, but that directly redirect to the logging page. So that is compulsory. We can pass, and here that save one time. So that already. And now you can look. Now I can click first in SAM file to ASP.NET in this subject. So look here, all the detail ASP.NET, that text value is same, that path bachelor, BCA, SAM5 and ASP, and selected yes true, expand yes true, and number of child, there is no any child. But here I can click, so there is a 3 child SAM5. So SAM5 text value and bachelor BCA SAM5 and true selected expand and number of child 3, and all 3 child text is also print. So that is perfectly. And here I can 6 SAM, and then just bachelor we can click. So bachelor is also 3 child, and all other detail is the same. Then master, yes, MCA, MBA, and MCOM, and last I click other. So that all detail is printed. So yes, very simple. I can explain this preview. So that is a dynamically tree. We can look in that session. So yes, that very easy. So look, now I can just summarize all that things, what to do. So first in design part, we can take one only panel and tree view. There is no any other control, only 2 control, and title of the page also we can provide. And then is post back. Yes, that is very important to over in this session. Or any require to post back into server side, only one time that coding you can give that if condition. So here TreeNode, we can create one reference and provide the memory allocation and call 2 parameterized constructor, and then TV, that is our ID in the design part. Here we can take as a TV, that is ID of the TreeView node, and that nodes dot, that is node is a property, and add is a method to assign TN. So that node is created, and same process to that our bachelor, master, and other. And then one important TreeNode, that is you have to know very well here the text and value, and find node, that is a method we can pass the previously our root, so bachelor, and then child, that is property, and then add method. Same process we can follow to other like BBA, BCom, and then same file same. So here important is a not backward but forward slash you have to use, then and then that find node is working. So yes, same process. Yes, here we can same 5, 6 in under the BCA, and then same 5 we can take 3 subject. So here path is changed, bachelor, BCA, and same 5, and then same process in semester 6, and then MCA, that is under the master we can provide 3 degree, other we can provide the 3 other important PhD, MPhil, and NET SLAT exam. So we can take and expand all, and now we can select node change, some selected node change detail we have to print. So that is node text, value, value path, selected, that property expand all our property, and child, that count, and also that child, that we can one dimensional array, and that text we have to print. So yes, now I can run that last time. So let us first stop debug and then running. So yes, very easy way. And here we have to run the page that we have to pass out the form authentication. So that is a part of the security. We can demand the dynamically TreeView ASPX file, but our request is not granted because that is a form authentication. So we can give the username and password, and that only user writes to this TreeView. So here look, that is very simple. We can pass, yes, that all are perfectly print. So now I can come back. So yes, here all our process is complete. Now I cannot just, so yes, look here. So that is our all bachelor, then master, and then other. So now I can close my session. So thanks for your watching, supporting, and sharing my video lecture. And yes, subscribe my channel Ashok Sijalapni, press the bell icon to never miss any update. And then if any question of regarding dynamically TreeView or any other in ASP.NET with C# or in window form, window base and project, so you can write in comment section. I give the definitely to answer to you. Thanks again and Hare Krishna.